Hey guys, this is Alicia here. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I know that this video is going to be really helpful for you, especially for those who are just starting out on Amazon merch or just Amazon in general and just need some help looking for keywords for their specific niche that they're trying to target their products for. So I'm just going to walk through how I personally do it. By using just a random niche that I don't even create t-shirts for, meaning that this is really how I would do it if I were actually trying to create products or direct products towards that specific sector of, I guess, consumers. So you can see my screen right now. This is exactly what it looks like once you upload a design on Amazon merch. It wants you to add the product details like the brand name, title product, etc. I just have a random design up just so it can kind of be a filler. I'm not really gonna actually, well, I could if I really wanted to, but it really doesn't matter. But this is just like a mock sort of product, specifically for just demonstration purposes. So what I decided to do, since my image is some limes, I was thinking that I could try to direct towards the whole Cinco de Mayo, maybe margarita, something along those lines, sort of niche. I know that it's already past Cinco de Mayo, but I'm just strictly showing you techniques that I personally use, not necessarily just saying that you should obviously create your products towards the Cinco de Mayo niche. So the first tool that I like to use, and I feel like it's probably underused by other people, but it's just Amazon. This is where you're going to sell your products, and this is where your competition is. So I think that it's important to start off with this, because ultimately this is where your product is going to end up. So right now I'm actually using Google Chrome, and the Google Chrome extension that I use to help me search through Amazon is this one right here. I will be linking it down below. It was completely free and it was super easy to download, so I will leave it down below. But all I did was just type in Cinco de Mayo shirt. When you're typing in the search bar, I think it's important to type it in exactly how you think the customer would type it in, because that just makes the most sense to me. But as I scroll down, I see some other t-shirts from people. And what the Google Chrome extension does is it gives you some more details of what the ranking of the t-shirt is and who the t-shirt is sold by. So what I noticed is where it says sold by Amazon, this is most likely an Amazon merch t-shirt. This one over here, you can even see this little tag where my mouse is. It does not look like it's Amazon merch. It's definitely a third party. These are all sponsored posts, so I'm gonna go ahead and just skip over that. I like to focus on the t-shirts that have this right here, sold by Amazon. Pretty good ranking. Lots of reviews. That's a good sign. It looks like this shirt is selling pretty well. I'm gonna skip over the FBA seller. Let's see if we can find something with a little better ranking. This is really good ranking, but this is not Amazon merch, so we're gonna go ahead and skip over that. This 6 reviews. That's a very good t-shirt. It looks like it's selling a lot, so let's see what keywords they were using. I usually just like to start off with a description, and just simply looking at this description, it looks like they're literally just listing off things and they're stuffing their keywords, which I try to avoid in most cases, because sometimes I mean, it's never really happened to me because, again, I don't stuff my keywords, but from other people's experiences, I've read that if you do keyword stuff, then your design will be rejected, which we don't want any rejections, because it could possibly and potentially lead to a suspension and maybe like a quote-unquote expulsion. I don't know if that's the right word, but they could basically just kick you off their platform and you can't design or upload any designs anymore, which is not good. So let's see. I want to take some keywords that are very specific to the whole Cinco de Mayo, like Mexican food, limes, and margarita. So the ones that say like men, women's, kids, boys, girls, youth, teens, dads, I don't think that's really good idea because we want to pinpoint that certain niche, and I don't feel like that's going to pinpoint it the way that I want it to. Also, like Great New Year's, like they were really trying to target towards everyone, but I want to be very specific. So the Mexico, ombre, sombrero, costume, party hat, tequila, margarita, like those are some pretty good keywords that I definitely want to use in this description and the title. I'm just gonna go ahead and start off with the title. Like, obviously, definitely, if I'm targeting towards the niche Cinco de Mayo, we're gonna include that in the title. So whatever niche you're trying to target towards, include it in the title. With that being said, I always, with every single t-shirt, I always put the word t-shirt. That's a given, but never know. So let's look again. They said Mexico, ombre, sombrero. I really like the word fiesta. So put in the word fiesta. I feel like that would be good. Let's see. Tequila, party. Okay, I like party. Fiesta means party, but I guess in English it could be a little bit different. So these words that I'm typing in, like they may leave and they may stay. I like to use multiple different research tools to help me sort of figure out what words I want to use, but I always use this, for example, as a starting place for whatever research that I'm doing. All right, so I have finished the title of the product, and the title is Funny Mexican Cinco de Mayo Limes Fiesta Margarita t-shirt. Obviously, it doesn't quite make a lot of sense, but for me, I know that when I buy something off Amazon, I don't really read the title. This is strictly for the purposes of people actually finding the product, and using these keywords are going to help them find the actual product. Like I said before, this is just a starting point. I'm going to show you some other tools that I use to see if there may be some better words that I could use instead of this. So now that I have the title of the product, I want to move on to the description. Before I do that though, we already have some keywords up here, and we want to make sure that we use the most important keywords as many times as possible. And I feel like I have a good amount of keywords in here, but I want to make sure that they're good according to some sort of search algorithm. And that search algorithm that I'm going to be comparing it to is Google's algorithm. Google actually has a keyword planner that's completely free and gives you an idea of the search volume that's connected to these particular keywords. So I'm going to go ahead and link that down below and then pull it up and show you guys how I use it. So what I did is I have the keyword planner pulled up on my computer, and I literally just copied and pasted whatever the title of the product that I had set, and then put it into this keyword planner, and then I'm gonna go from there. So basically it just gives you some ideas of particular keywords that people would type in. For example, margarita shirt, margarita t-shirt, wedge sandal, etc., etc. And it gives you the average monthly search, the competition, ad impression shared. I don't know what that is, and I'm not going to worry about this because I guess this is if you were going to like create some sort of ad campaign, which we're not going to do. We're literally just looking up t-shirts. So I'm not going to pay too much attention to the ones that say the competition is high, because if the competition is high, I'm obviously not going to do well in that particular keyword. Let's see. And I'm gonna try to avoid doing the low too, because if it's low, then there's not going to be a lot of people looking for this particular or typing this in into Google, or typing in these phrases in Google, or typing in these phrases in Amazon. So there aren't a lot of keywords, which totally makes sense. So I'm going to go back to the top and kind of refine this just a little bit. Okay, cute. 100 to 100K average monthly searches. 100 to 1K average monthly searches. That doesn't sound like a lot. I think adding the word cute to that could possibly, or funny. Let's see, is cute or funny a better option? I want to say cute because I don't even see funny on here. Cheap. I also like cheap too. I kind of want to go with cheap because it has less average monthly searches, meaning that I would possibly get more out of that. Sorry. Cheap Cinco de Mayo t-shirt. Okay, and then we also had these other keywords, and of course when it comes to creating the description and when it comes to labeling the product title, you want to make sure you put as many words as possible because you got to utilize all of that space. It is so important because if you have an amazing design, there's no way anyone's going to see it if you don't have the proper keywords, if you don't have the proper description. So keep that in mind. I'm going to continue and do the same thing. We're going to look at the words that I still have left over with the words limes, fiesta, margarita, and t-shirt again. I don't know if I'm going to keep this second t-shirt. It depends on what these ad words are bringing up for me. So limes, fiesta, margarita, t-shirt. Alright, so I decided to just go ahead and type in funny Mexican t-shirt. The reason why I kind of create the title of the product in this sort of manner is because you want your description and you want your title to be listed in a way where the customer would type it in themselves in the search bar. So I can definitely see myself typing in cheap Cinco de Mayo t-shirt or funny Mexican t-shirt into the search bar if I was actually looking for a funny Mexican t-shirt. Just to make it a little bit simple, I have a little bit of room left to type in something else. So what I might do is look back on here. I kind of want to just put the word tacos just as a filler. I'm going to put it at the beginning. Tacos. All right, so there is my title of the product. This is exactly how I would title it. Now we're moving on to the descriptions. First off, what I'm going to do is just copy and paste it in here because we want to use the same sort of keywords and really just hone in and target in on this Cinco de Mayo idea, this Mexican tacos, funny, cheap. We want to put that in our description also. So, I kind of want to make a couple of sentences so it doesn't necessarily look like I'm stuffing keywords, but then at the same time, like, I want to put in as many keywords and combinations of words as possible so that I can just utilize the space as much as I can and someone can look at my shirt and then possibly buy it. Okay, so this is the description that I came up with. Usually when I put in the product features, I literally just copy and paste the description in here. Just because I believe that it probably just increases the chances of it being seen, but I really don't know. But this is the description that I came up with after using this tool, which is basically just Amazon with the Google Chrome extension. And after looking through the keyword planner that I use with Google. Both are completely free. So this cheap Cinco de Mayo t-shirt is great for a Mexican fiesta, margaritas, and tacos. Get this Tacos Funny Mexican t-shirt for your costume party with piñatas and tequila. This cute fiesta shirt would look great as a cute, funny t-shirt gift for a birthday. That's all the words that I can fit, and I feel like I've put as many keywords as I possibly could and created a cohesive sentence so that if someone, like a customer, does read it, they're not like, wow, this is just a bunch of words, and the likelihood of Amazon rejecting my design for these keywords are very unlikely. But yeah, well, that's basically it when it comes to how I research and look for keywords. This is usually the method that I use if I'm operating in a new niche. But usually in my notes, like the little notes app on my computer, that's where I store all of my keywords. And I use keywords over and over and over again, so I don't have to go through this research process as much. But if I do notice a particular t-shirt is not selling, then I always go through this process and always try to refresh my keywords. Usually if a t-shirt is not selling in like, I don't know, like a week or so, that's when I like rotate through different keywords and different combination of words to try to figure out like what's going on. Does this design really suck, or is just no one really seeing it because my keywords suck? So yeah, hopefully this helps. Let me know in the comments below if this does work for you. If not, let me know why you don't think it worked for you. But this has been working for me when it comes to selling my t-shirts on Amazon. So thank you so much for watching, and you have a wonderful rest of the day.